Yeah, I think one of them bit me. That some shit bit me here, man. Hard, bro.
My blood is O positive, so mosquitoes. Yeah, my blood is O positive, so mosquitoes attracted to O positive.
Oh, that ain't shit. Yeah. I used to get fucked up in all that, bro. I had this shit called beat. They had to stop making this shit. They still gave it to me. So this shit, mosquitoes keep them off you, bro. They just put it like really well. Every time you take a shower, douse myself in this shit. And I could sleep, you know, because if you don't, this shit's gonna fuck you up, man.
Everywhere I go. Bank, somebody like me, they be wishing for somebody like me, but I ain't.
When the saying gives double honor to the apostles, the bishop, elders, and millstones, the teachers, his word, citations to our fellow occupants across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And we out here another week, Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We out here prophesy and preach the word of the Bible, which is the word of the Heavenly Father. It's not a made-up book. It's not a mythical book. It's not a book that goes along with all these other nations' book. You know, we got the truth. And these nations, they don't have the truth. These nations don't have the word of the Heavenly Father because it wasn't given to them to have.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel."
Because of the flesh that we're in. So our disobedience and rebellion cause us to be judged by Yahweh.
Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh hath spoken against you.
Yeah. Yeah.
this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
So they can't hear us. It's kind of far away, but
Put it right there. Next to the sign of the
hey, speak, Con. Ask whether they can hear us.
can you hear us, brothers, from over here? Is it better?
Hey, Salaki about that. Hey, you need to get my brother?
Alright, so this Amos 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Right, so what we're going through as a nation, Yahweh Bashan Ashai is punishing us for our iniquities. Okay? Because he's only known us. Okay? Can you get the scripture where it says, what is it? What is it? Psalms, I want to say 133. It might be, yeah, it might be 137. I'll paraphrase it.
It's like, like you were going into, these heathen nations, they get judged as well, but none of the heathen nations have gone through what Israel has gone through, man. And the scriptures say, it has never been done as it has been done unto Jerusalem, because the Lord brought a great punishment upon our people, man, for disobeying and breaking that covenant that we made with them, man.
Yeah, Jake and yeah, that's but there's another one that says my saints. Is it with some later? You get that one, man. And then
This is the book of Psalms chapter 50 and verse 50. Salaki. Psalms chapter 50 and verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
right, and these other nations, they didn't make a covenant, but the word for covenant.
This is the book of Psalms chapter
Let us
50.
know if y'all can hear us too, man.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 50 and verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Right, and then when you, as you read the scriptures, and it's crazy because I had saved this TikTok, this woman, she called herself like highlighting the different portions of the Bible. And the first, what they call the first 5 books of Moses, from Genesis, all the way up to the laws, statutes, and commandments. And then you have Chronicles, which talks about the history of the Israelites. The laws, statutes, and commandments were given to the Israelites. And you got Chronicles for like King Samuel, all the way to Chronicles talks about the history of the Israelites, right? Then you have the prophets, which they call the major and the minor prophets. All three of those sections that I just named were speaking to and about the nation, which is the Israelites, and their interactions with the other nations, how their interactions preceded their downfall and judgments, right? But then the Lord would raise the children of Israel up every so often up out of the captivity. Then they got to a point where the Lord said, you know what, I'm tired. Why? Because our people were making sacrifices to the Lord, knowing while openly sin at the same time. And basically like they count the hook. Oh look, I can do what I want to do. And it'll forgive me. That's how it works.
Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Right, and the ones that made a sacrifice with the Heavenly Father, a covenant with the Most High by sacrifice with the GMSHAWAII is the Israelites.
This is the book of Psalms 148 and verse 13. Let them praise the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord.
So the only people that's near unto GMSHAWAII is the Israelites, man. Are the Israelites, which is us. Right. Hey brothers, anybody that's on the comment board right now, can you let me know if you can hear us? We're speaking as loud as we can. Got the iPhone on. Sometimes the might work better if I flip the camera on. Somebody just let us know. My brother said the wind is blowing hard. Oh yeah. Hold this, brother. That iPhone picks up all the wind for some odd reason. Hey, how about now? I flip the camera around. So, can brothers hear us better? We had the camera facing the wind a little bit. Hey, can brothers hear us better? Baba Gashad, let me know. Let us know. Yeah, much better, all clear. Wadi how about you? Yeah, so we gotta flip the camera around next time. Use our iPhones. Who was reading, brother? Read it again, bro.
This is Psalms 148 and 13. Let them praise the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, for his name alone is excellent.
Yeah.
His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord.
Right, and that people that's near and unto the Most High are the Israelites, man. Okay,
Right.
And that's what, like I was breaking down what that woman was highlighting the different scriptures. So you had the law, you had the history, okay. Then you had the prophets, okay. Then you had the what you call the New Testament, but you can't leave out the Apocrypha, because the Apocrypha has prophecies in it too,
That's right.
and history in it too. It speaks about our interactions with the Romans, the Greeks, okay? It speaks about our interactions with them Edomites that was ruling. Again, the Romans and, well, mainly the Greeks, okay? But then it also talks about the history of who? Of the Maccabees, which Mel Gibson, he wanted to make a movie about the Maccabees and they wouldn't allow it to happen. I wonder why.
Truth.
You know, a whole lot of truth. So then you had, the new, what they call the New Testament, which basically was the more prophecy, and that the Messiah came the first time, and started healing the people. And those people that the Messiah dealt with were who? The Israelites. There was a precept I was reading a couple weeks ago, and in it, Yahushua was getting down, man. He was speaking basically saying that it's all about Israel, man. It's his people Israel. That's why he told the apostles, go not into the way of the Gentiles, into any of the land of the Gentiles enter ye not, but go rather to who? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now you got these people, these Christians that try to replace the promise that the Lord gave to the children of Israel with themselves. Okay, the Lord just did away with Israel. He just got tired of people sinning, the Israelites sinning, and him having to discipline them. So he just started to go to these heathen nations, which those Gentiles in the New Testament were Israelites, because all through it, the Lord talks about the Israelites, the Israelites, the Israelites. You go to Hebrews, he said, this is the new covenant that I will make with the house of Israel and the house of Judah in those days, which links up with Jeremiah, or prophecy. And that didn't happen during the time of Yahushua or the apostles. When is it happening? Right now. Okay? So Yahushua deals with his people. And that's what you got to understand. This book is our book. This book of truth. It's a book that the Lord gave to the children of Israel. Give me chapter 4, verse 1. Bible Kashah.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 1.
Yep.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever.
Yep.
All they that keep it shall come to life,
Yep.
but such as leave it shall die.
Keep reading.
Verse 2, turn thee, O Jacob.
Did it say turn thee, O Edom? No. It said turn thee, O Jacob. Go ahead.
Turn thee, O Jacob.
Which is another name for the children of Israel. Good.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
Keep reading.
Give not thine honor to another.
Give not thy honor to another. And our people constantly did that. You know, you try to defend Jake on one hand, but then it's like you see what Jake is doing. You just gotta cut Jake the fuck out, man. Like Elder Taz's Dakba said, man. Hey, Jake been wicked since day one.
That's right.
Niggas just been going off since day one. That's why the Lord gave us order. Because these other nations rock out like that, man. And if you're doing the same thing another nation is doing, what are you liking unto? A fucking heathen. And all you hear the Lord constantly, as you read the precepts, yes, you hear about the promises, you hear about the glory, you hear about the covenants, but you also hear about how the Lord just constantly keep disciplining us. Like Jake was just a bunch of badass kids, man. And we were in that mindset at one time. So the Lord woke us up. We're coming back to order. And this book, this Bible, it brings us order and instruction and righteousness, man. Go ahead. It don't bring these other nations that. We're gonna have to get these other nations that. But we gotta teach them by what? Example. All the men that you see standing up here, starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the bishop elders of Great Millstone, and all the brothers on down, we're doing something that you Jakes of the world hate, and we're leading by example and righteousness, man. And you got niggas that'll lead by example in wickedness. You got that all day. Go ahead, brother.
Baruch 4, verse 3. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Yeah, give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto a strange nation. So you giving these laws, statutes, and commandments, mainly the promises, to another nation. When you say that God loves everybody, anybody could be saved. Everybody, God, we're all one humanity. We're all one nation. And me and the brother did a lesson last night. We were talking about it like if we were all humanity and we were all related, we get treated the worst out of the whole fucking family. What kind of family you want to? Who wants to be in a family where you get abused, raped, beat up, robbed? You know what I'm saying? Lied on. Nobody wants to be in a family like that. That shit fuck people up. That in this world that live through that shit, man. Us. These other nations treat us like the ugly stepsister, man. That's how we get treated. And now people just continuously grovel at the feet of these damn heathens, man. Especially the so-called white man. Thinking that you're going to get some type of acceptance and some type of reprieve about following after them, by imitating them, okay, by idol worshiping. And you see Jake getting nothing but messed up, man. Hey, these nations, the world is fucked up because the Edomites is ruling it. But these other nations, they don't feel the burn like we feel it.
That's right.
You look at these other nations, man, they constantly growing, flowing in wealth, man. And it ain't just material wealth, man. These motherfuckers got lands they can go to. They can leave their country and come visit this place. We can't do that. We can't leave our country and go visit another place. And this ain't our country. America's not our country. This is a place of bondage for all of us. Even the Jakes that willingly come here to be put in bondage, man.
That's right.
Hoping for a better life. And why they gotta hope for a better life? Because Esau fucked their world up in their land. You go to South America, you know, the monetary system is fraudulent. The resources are being robbed and pillaged by corporations ran by Esau. The governments, the highest seats of government ran by Esau. And the Israelites that live there are fucked up, man. You in favelas, you in communicajes, I'm saying you living in under Great Depression. Hey, you got a lot of beautiful women down there, but they come from these neighborhoods that when it really get dark, hey, they can't even be outside. That's how bad it is for our people. But these other nations, they're just living their life, man. You got it, brother.
No, I was thinking, well, it's part of the lesson I'm going to do Wednesday. Deforestation.
Yeah.
You know what deforestation is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The top 13 leading companies responsible for deforestation, out of those 13, from the research I did, Esau is responsible for 10.
Yeah, goddamn.
10 out of 13
That's the majority.
of the leading companies responsible for deforestation, which is cutting down trees. Esau is the CEO.
Hold on. Hey, link up with that. Get Isaiah chapter 14. He said he made the world a wilderness, man.
So when I was doing that research, Job 9:24 was the first precept that came to mind. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yep.
So the wicked, who we know as Esau Edom, Obadiah, Malachi 1 verse 4, he's the border of wickedness.
Yep.
He doing what he do.
Yep.
But when I did that research, I wasn't surprised, but when you actually read it on paper, it's surprising or shocking, you know?
Yep.
Because
because you
that's what
don't
he
know.
do.
You don't know how bad it is.
how bad it
Hey,
is.
the average Jake ain't looking at, don't even know what deforestation is, man. Them
that's
niggas
right.
think that's a part of town that they ain't been in.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yep,
on some
yep,
real shit.
yep.
And they don't even know how it affects the world.
The
Like, look at
earth.
what's going on. Yeah, look at the earth. Look what's going on in Brazil, man, in the Amazon forest. They're chopping down trees like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
You find it, precept?
And because they're chopping down trees like that,
Just
deforestation,
type in wilderness.
particularly in Brazil, that affects the whole ecosystem. That affects, as they say now, climate change.
Yeah.
Because the trees keep the air clean.
And it's also a habitat for animals, man.
That's right. That's right.
You hear it is,
That's
you
right.
fucking up animals' habitats. Like birds, marsupials, other mammals, creatures, and shit like that, man.
And that's part of the research I did. It says because this devil is chopping down trees, the birds and the insects that are responsible for keeping diseases out of the earth, they don't have no place to stay. So what do? They're going extinct.
Yep.
Because if a bird doesn't have a place to live in the trees, you know, they get eaten
Yep.
by predators.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, because like it ain't like every bird just go fly south for the winter.
that's right.
That ain't
right.
the case. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 14 and 16, it says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? 16?
Read up. Start at 14. Start at 12.
How would thou fallen?
Yeah.
Isaiah 14 and 12, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Yeah, Esau, these fucking Christians will teach you that, oh, that's talking about the spiritual demon Satan. He was so beautiful. He played the harp more than everybody else. And he turned some angels against the Most High. That's a fucking myth. That didn't happen, man.
A lie.
It's a complete lie. You know, that Lucifer is the light bearer. And who's the light bearer in this world in wickedness? Esau, Edom.
That's right.
his rulership is going to go like this. When you look at it in the grand scheme of things, Lord, when we part of the elect and we inherit the kingdom of the Most High with the Most High and his son, we're going to have eternity to rule, man. So 500 years, shit, 1,000 years, it's going to be like a drop in a bucket. It is going to be a drop in a bucket. It's a quick, that's 500 years of rulership is a quick rulership. To us in this flesh and in this world, they don't feel that way. But to the Most High, it is. So Esau, you're going to fall to earth, you're going to fall down like lightning. Go ahead, read it again.
Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
And you did. You weaken the nations. How did you weaken the nations? Through your democracy, through your different philosophies, your monetary system, okay, the food, war, okay, all kinds of pressure. You weaken these nations. These nations used to be strong, okay, stronger than what they are today. Keep reading.
Oh, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, so you comparing yourself to the Most High. And you see that. You're changing kinds in the earth. Okay, you got all of this transforming stuff going on. You got this parade of happiness flying across the earth, man. All right? All of a sudden, you got 1,001 different genders, which causes confusion. You destroying the fabric of families. You started with the Israelites. Now you going on to your own nation and these other nations, man. Okay? And they're pushing that spirit of straight up confusion. You're trying to be the Most High. You're trying to replace the Most High with your technology and your so-called science. Go ahead.
Well, verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Yeah, and that hell is not talking about, so it ain't talking about Satan getting kicked out of the heavens, flying in the air through earth just to go into hell, the depths of the earth. No, hell is the grave. Hell is a condition. And you Edomites, you're going to be brought down to you're going to be in a dead state. You're going to be catching hell. Your condition on the earth, when Yahweh Bashem Yahushua comes back here and establishes the children of Israel, the kingdom of Israel, you're going to be in a hellish condition. Okay, you're going to be in a pitiful condition. You're going to be put in the role that you put so many of these nations in, starting off with the children of Israel, because that's what really matters. We're not humanitarians up here. We don't care about humanity. It's about the Lord's people, starting off with the elect. All right? You other nations, you don't matter in the grand scheme of things. And you treat us that way. You treat the real Israelites like we don't matter. You take our nationality, our culture, our land, and then you subjugate our people within that land, take our resources, and you do the same thing over and over to all nations, man. Go ahead, brother.
Right. No, and like the scriptures say, they gathered together, to pretty much destroy the remembrance of us as a nation, man.
Yep.
Because like you were mentioning earlier, these nations may catch hell, but not like Jake does, man, because they all, they pledged allegiance to Esau, man. That's why you see that anywhere where Jake lives, Esau is the main oppressor, but then all these nations have a part in it, man. You have Moab, running like countries like Peru and shit,
Yep.
and destroying our people and benefiting who? Babylon the Great, which is Esau, and other countries like Japan, which is Ammon and Moab and shit out there. In the meantime, destroying our people, man. So you nations, all of you took part in destroying our people. So hey, you're all gonna receive of that judgment, but chiefly Esau Edom, because he's the one orchestrating all this, evil upon our people, man. Isaiah 14:16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Yeah, that's what these nations are gonna say to you when you're in that low state. Is this the man that shook kingdoms? Is this the man that destroyed nations? This guy? And mainly it ain't gonna be them. I'll take that back. It's gonna be us. Walking by them pits like, this the nigga? You're gonna see Jacob Rothschild all fucking in a pit trying to hide in the corner of the pit and shit, all fucked up, looking like Gollum from Lord of the Rings and shit.
With a chain around his neck.
Straight up. And his arms and hands. His feet and his hands, man. Straight up. He's not going to be able to run free. That weight of that is going to be destroying him. We're going to walk by this nigga like, is this the man? Because we're going to be in our godly state, like Yahawashi is.
That's right.
So we're going to look at this man like, can you believe that this is the one that had us in captivity, that fucked us up, man? That put all that hell on us? Go ahead.
Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
And Esau is making the earth to tremble, man. You can, with the threat of war, which is coming, okay, with mass destruction, okay, mass instability, scarcity of goods. Go ahead.
That made the world as a wilderness, that destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?
Yeah, that's right. And we're those prisoners, man. Go ahead.
All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house.
All the nations, all the kings lie in glory, even everyone in his own house. Go ahead.
But thou art cast of thy grave like an abominable branch.
So you're going to be cast out of the earth like an abominable branch. Because when these nations get set back up after 1,000 long, hardcore years of slavery, guess what? They're going to be in their positions that they were supposed to be in. They're going to be servants, but they're going to have kings. They're going to have their lands. But you Edomites, you're not going to have anything. Matter of fact, you're not even going to be here to have anything.
That's right. And as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial.
Nope.
Or because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people,
yep,
the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
You destroyed the land and slain the people. What land did you destroy? The land of Israel. What people did you destroy? The Israelites.
That's right.
So it says you're not going to be renowned. What did it say in the NLT?
It says you will not be given a proper burial.
Yep.
Or for you have destroyed your nation and slaughtered your people.
Yep.
The descendants of such an evil person will never again receive honor.
Yeah, you Edomites never going to receive honor again. And you have destroyed your own people.
That's right.
You destroyed your own land. That's all the places in the world you can be. All the places, right? Why you Edomites never go back to Petra, man? Here it is. That's your ancient ruins. That's your ancient spot. That's your first home.
Natural habitat.
That's your natural habitat. It's rocky, it's dry, it got a bunch of holes in the rocks. You got a bank that looked like a temple that looked like a fucking bank, you know, like a Roman or a Grecian bank. That's your spot. Why you don't want to go there? You all over the earth, man.
And yet they want to make everywhere else just like their ancient home, man.
Which is dry, dead, and desolate.
Full of concrete and shit.
Yeah. We ain't gonna have this shit in our kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Streets gonna be made of precious metals and stones, man. You know? Keep reading, bro.
It says, verse 21, Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for his children.
No. Yeah, that was it. That was it. But yeah, well, we dead. Because you Edomites are getting slaughtered to your children, to you and your children. And you gotta be the Edomites. The way you Edomites act, look at Joe, Smokey Joe, man. Look at this guy, man. Man. His son was on the stage. His son was on the stage and some shit coked the fuck up, man. Yeah, he was like hitting that nose, man. He was tweaking and shit, walking around, and his parents just ignore this nigga like he's just a fuck up, man. But you put this nigga on stage, and it is. We got the video. It's out there. It ain't like we made it up. It's the whole world sees Hunter Biden for who he is, man. A cracked out Edomite, man.
A cracked out Edomite.
A fucking loser.
Exactly.
And you had, Job years ago saying how, all criminals should, be punished by the law and shit, whether they be our sons or whatever.
Yeah,
but then here you go, you the president now, and you're not leading by example.
Yo,
you're being wicked, a hypocrite.
All them presidents fucking suck, but Joe Biden got to be the worst, bro. And it's showing you that Yahweh Shai is really bringing you down, man.
That's right.
You got a pedophiliac crackhead in the White House. Everybody making a big deal about cocaine being found in the White House. It's a whole lot more than cocaine in the White House, man. That if it ever came out, man, would be a detriment to that whole situation. Everybody knows that y'all, them politicians, are some of the biggest drug users, dope fiends on the planet Earth, man. They just got the money, and they just got the publishers to clean them up, to make them look like functioning human beings, man. Because you got to be high level to be a politician. You got to be a high level wicked demon. You got to be a high level drug addict, a high level everything, a warlock and a witch.
Right.
And they showing you, the Lord is making this man bare in front of us, man.
Exposing them totally.
Straight up, man. Here it is, Joe Biden and all the rest of them politicians in the 90s created that crime bill which decimated the children of Israel, of men. Took the men off the street. Now, I ain't saying that niggas was right, but hey, why when Jake getting these drugs that y'all put into the community? It ain't like Jake went out and found some big bags of cocaine and brought it back to the hood. No, y'all dropped that shit off. Y'all put the connects there. Y'all use other Israelites as connections to your CIA and all the rest of your super operatives programs, and to destroy Jake. You did it with heroin in the 70s. Because after the 60s, there's like, these niggas is too uppity. These motherfuckers is dressing up all clean, talking about we shall overcome. Nobody mentioned that shit. Nobody mentioned the fact that, and it's crazy, I was doing a little research on Molech, and they said that Molech's initials, well, they use it as MLK, which means a sacrifice. And then it had me thinking about Martin Luther King. He was a sacrifice. Right. He was a sacrifice for them black boule niggas. He was a sacrifice if he really died, which he should be dead by now. But let's say if he really died back then, he was nothing but a sacrifice for the greater portion of the plan, which is to destroy Jake, man. And then later in his life, he felt that he walked his people into a burning house, man. Because America is a burning house. That's why we ain't setting up shop in this motherfucker, man.
That's right. Verse Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. So slaughter is being prepared for the nation of Edom, that they do not rise nor possess the land. Because when they do rise, they destroy. When they possess any land, they pollute it. So slaughter is being prepared for them. And it don't matter if you were George Washington in the 1700s, or you the same George Washington, but you just got a different name in this life. If you're an Edomite, slaughter is being prepared for you, man.
That's right.
Lamentations 4:21.
Okay.
That was it on that?
One more.
Go ahead.
Verse 22, it says, for I will rise up against them, save the Lord, Yahweh, power of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, save the Lord.
Yeah, and that's spiritual. That's the nation. Because the nation is in the seed of the man. So the Lord is going to cut them out the earth, man. Here it is, Joe Biden said he'd be damned if he got to pay for what the sins of his fathers. He said he feels he should have to pay for what's happening now. But nigga, it's the same shit.
Same thing.
That's right.
Fuck you mean? and you are your forefathers, man. You one of them ancient Edomite emperors, man, that were put up on high, man, with a coked out son that was just a fucking complete failure. He sacrificed his favorite son, and now he got the loser, man. This nigga, I can never make you happy, daddy. But he call that nigga, he call his pop pedo, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he call that nigga pedo. He call that nigga pedo. I wonder why. Go ahead, brother.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21. Salakia. Lamentations 4, and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Yep.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
And what cup is that? That cup of destruction. Read it in a
NLT.
Yeah, cup of destruction.
Lamentations 4:21 NLT. Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom?
America is the modern day land of Uz. Go ahead.
But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger.
Jeremiah.
You too.
Hold on, brother. Jeremiah. It might be 59 and 12, 49 and 12. Jeremiah 49 and 12. What did it say?
huh?
Yep. Read this again, brother, and then he's gonna read that.
Con. Lamentations 4:21 NLT. Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O
Yeah.
people of Edom?
Yeah, you Edomites. Go ahead.
But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger.
But you too must drink of the cup of the Lord's anger, because we drank of the cup of the Lord's anger. The Israelites, we did. Which you talk about the transatlantic slave trade. You talk about what happened in the different captivities we suffered prior to coming to the Americas. All that was the anger of the Lord, man.
That's right.
All them lynchings, all the Jim Crow era, the modern era that we so-called live in today. It's all the anger of the Lord, man. So you too gonna drink of that shit. But you're gonna get a double dose of the most, man. You're gonna get a double dose of the Most High, man. You're gonna get a double dose of the Most High's anger. All right? Because we did, when you look at what happened during the colonization of the Americas and then the enslavement of the Israelites from the Americas to Europe and from the western shores of Africa. All right? That was the anger of the Lord, man. Okay, he allowed y'all, he allowed you devils to overcome us, man. And you were brutal. But that was the Lord's anger. So you too are going to drink of that cup.
Jeremiah 49:12, for thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Yeah, because it wasn't for us to drink that cup. The Lord set it up. He meant for us, and he means for us to be a righteous people, to be the leaders on the earth, to be the kings on the earth. But yet we drunk it. So are you all together? Are you going to go unpunished? Are you going to go, here it is, we did all manners of wickedness. And you Edomites, you doing all manners of wickedness. You got to pay for that, man.
That's right.
Whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, it has to be paid for. There has to be balance brought back to the force.
That's right.
Okay?
Oh, thou shalt not go unpunished,
You're not going to go unpunished,
but thou shalt surely drink of it.
but you won't surely drink of that judgment.
For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes.
Yeah, it is. And that's America. America is spiritually Basra. Because ain't shit in the Mount Seir. It ain't nothing. Ain't no resource. That place is resource poor. You thought Europe was a fucking pit. So that's talking about America, man. This
Right.
place is going to be destroyed, man. Everything in it and on it except for the elect. Lord, when we part of the elect.
That's right.
This place is going to be taken down. And all the cities thereof are going to be destroyed. From Los Angeles to New York to Minneapolis to Honolulu to Anchorage.
That's right.
All these places are going to be hit. Dallas, you know, just picking out names, man. Florida, that place is already destroyed, but it's really going to be destroyed, man.
Yeah, brother was doing a lesson on that today. The 10, it's called the 10 cities, or
The 10 regions.
the 10 regions. Yeah.
Yeah, we in region 9.
Where there's going to be concentration camps.
Yep.
And if you notice in the news now,
FEMA regions.
yeah, the FEMA regions.
Yeah.
I did a lesson on it. The defense secretary for China, or the defense ambassador, he refuses to meet with the United States defense secretary. Don't want to talk to him no more.
Yeah.
Like the talking is over. Been refusing
Yeah.
to meet with him for the past 3 months.
That's the black dude, right? That defense secretary, the black dude, right?
yeah. That's defense Austin, I think his name
Yeah,
is.
General Austin.
He's been trying to meet with the defense minister of China for the past 3 months.
Yeah, they don't want to talk.
All of his options all of his trying to get with him,
His pleas,
have been denied.
Yeah, it is.
All of them have been denied.
That's it is, man.
And that's prophecy.
That's prophecy. Because
That's prophecy.
back in the day, Rumsfeld and them, he was the defense secretary. He could just go over there, man.
Just go over
Just
there.
walk the fuck over there like it was
Yep.
nothing. They don't want that nigga over there like that sellout nigga. I don't want that nigga.
That's right.
They ain't got nothing to say to him.
Yep.
He represents everything that's wrong with this nation, man. This ain't even a nation. This country, man. This place is a big ass fucking melting pot of people, man.
A weak country.
Yeah, and you see it. You know, when all the different world wars happened, 1 and 2, even when you had Vietnam happen, you had a lot of men that went to war. Men, You know what I'm saying? And what you got now going to war? You got women, you got transformers,
Right.
you got A, B, C, D, E, F, G people. These people weak as shit, man.
It's all bad.
All the people that's in the military right now, they in there trying to make a buck, trying to make a living. It's all about the money. It's all about the experience of traveling and shit. They're not thinking that they're gonna have to defend this place, man. They're not thinking that they're gonna have to put on the helmet, the rucksack, take the weapon, get on a plane, and go to a foreign land and fight and die. They're not thinking about
right.
that.
That's right.
They believe that they're gonna do their 3 and get out. But hey, they got another thing coming for you. When you sign up for the Army, you automatically owe the Army 8 years.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So normally you would do your first 4 years if you go active duty, and your other 4 years either in the National Guard or Reserve or on an inactive list. What an inactive means that as soon as some shit pop off, you getting called back. You got to go back.
You on standby.
Yeah, fuck standby. You on it? You going bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? Fuck standby. They gonna come get you, man.
Yep.
They gonna send that letter out. If you ignore it, they're gonna come get you, man. You're gonna force to be over there because you owe them time. A lot of you that get out the Army early, hey, you better the military early period. You still owe the military some time.
You can still be called back.
You can still be called back, and I think it's up to like 35 now.
Better read the fine print.
You better niggas don't read it, fine print. We didn't read that shit. We was like, all right, we getting out the ghetto. That's all we can think about.
All.
And that's what these people are thinking about. Not realizing that, hey, you're in the military, man.
You belong to the government.
You belong to the government, and you're all about the defense of this nation, man.
Yeah.
That's why you got to take that oath when you sign in. You enlist. Say you're gonna protect America from threats, both foreign and domestic. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of all of that shit here, man.
It is. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, goodbye to you. That's why I don't pay to be in this man's military.
They don't.
Hey, what's that dude, the old Henry Kissinger? He said that military men are stupid.
Guinea pigs.
Exactly.
We know because we was in.
We was in that shit, yeah. And we out of that shit.
Why do you have about shit?
Lord willing, we ain't going back to that shit. Fuck that.
I'm too old.
I'm too old. Shit, bro. I'm too old and broken, bro.
Yeah.
You put that gun in my hand, man. I'm on the enemy side, bro. I'm not on your side,
right.
bro. I tell them straight up. Everybody gonna get it. You put something in my hand, you out of here, yo. Cause I ain't fighting for this fucking place. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man.
Well,
But you got it, brother.
No, I was gonna say we know we belong to Yahweh Shai.
We in the army of Yahweh Shai.
That's right, and we know that per the scriptures because there's a precept in Psalms that says those who fear Yahweh Shai, that's who He shows His mercy to,
Yep.
and that's who belongs to Him.
Yep.
So we fear the Lord. So as of right now, as we stand, Lord willing, we belong to Yahweh Shai. So we ain't worried about that.
No, that's the least of our worries.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. That's the least of our worries. But hey, for them Jake, it ain't though.
Oh no.
Hey, get the scripture where it says, "Their stink shall come up out of their carcasses."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cause them people about to get put to death over there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that.
And that the other scripture that says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of
That's
this
right.
world,
That's a James.
you know, that he may please him that has called them to be his soldier, roughly paraphrasing. You know, the Heavenly Father called us, to do His work, man. And we know where our mind, where our, heart is, which is in Yahweh Shai and doing His work. But these jakes in the world, man, they're worried about the affairs of this world, man, of making it in this world, of having retirement and a pension and all this
401k.
bullshit that at the end of the day, it's all for nothing, man. Because when ISO collapses everything, man, your 401ks, your pensions, all that shit goes out the window, man. But people have that hope that America's always gonna be the top dog that's never gonna fall, and that's that's gonna be your shame. Like it says in Isaiah the 30th chapter, man, that your trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be your shame, because you Jakes, man, you trust in America so damn much, man, that you give up your life for it, man. And all of you Jakes that sign up for the military and to work for the government agencies and shit, man, all of you are gonna die if you don't repent, man.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because it's a great war that's coming. It says, I don't know if it's in Ezekiel where it says the hinder parts shall be facing the river Euphrates or something like that. It's hinder parts. Hinder. You see? Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 34 and verse 1 under the heading Yahweh's wrath against nations. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. Verse 2, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations.
That's right. The Lord's righteous anger. Man.
Righteous
He's
anger.
angry.
That's
You
right.
think that the Lord is happy? Oh, God is just love. He loves me. He loves me the way I am. No, he don't love you the way you
That's
are.
right.
Man. He don't like the way this place is being run.
And there's another precept in Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 11, where it says, God is angry. God judges the righteous. Yahweh Bashem Ashah judges the righteous, which is Israel. And the latter part says he is angry with the wicked every day.
That's the wicked of our people and the wicked
That's right.
of Edom.
That's right. So it continues in verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies.
That's right.
He has utterly destroyed them. He has delivered them to the slaughter.
Yeah, so you nations are going to the slaughter. You know, and that slaughter is going to happen in the Middle East.
That's
It's going
right.
to start in the Middle East, but the theater is going to spread across the earth, like all world wars do. But this time, America is going to be touched, man.
Future
It
prophecy.
says there's a precept where it says that man, what is it? That it's basically saying that our cherry's going to get popped. America's cherry's going to get popped. Where it says they don't say that, but that's paraphrasing.
Virgin daughter of Babylon?
Yeah, what is it? The virgin daughter shall no more be called tender and delicate. Go ahead.
This is verse 3, and this is the point you was making. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
And that's how bad it's gonna get, because you got the Third World War happening, but then all hell's gonna be breaking loose too, in these different countries and in these different cities around the world. And ain't nobody gonna be there to bury them people.
Nope.
Ain't nobody gonna be there to get rid of the stench. And with death comes disease.
That's right.
A lot of you don't know that.
Pestilence.
With death comes disease. You got maggots. You got all kinds of disease and all kinds of pestilence,
Airborne diseases.
airborne disease. That's right. You know it's gonna come from that shit, man. Talk about flies, man. You know Jake hate flies, man. Well, guess what? There's gonna be a lot of flies in that game, man, because of the dead bodies, man. The rotten stench, man.
Yeah.
Yep, that was it.
A little bit more. It says, their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Yeah, and that's the different the governments, the ruling governments, man. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. This is the book of Joel 2 and verse 20. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into the land barren and desolate,
That's the Middle East. That's what you call the Middle East today, or Saudi Arabia. Go ahead.
with his face towards the east sea,
Yep.
and his hinder part towards the utmost sea.
Yeah, so that's the Euphrates is the East Sea, and the
Utmost sea.
utmost sea is the red, what you call the Red Sea. Go ahead.
It says, and his stink shall come up, and and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things.
Yeah, that's right, man. So the Northern Army, you got the Russians. They're gonna go to the Middle East, right? Because it's gonna be something. I guarantee it's gonna be something with that state of Israel. Well, that's what it said in precepts, man. The least of the nations shall draw them out, man. Okay.
That's right. I was watching a movie with this dude from 300.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Khan. And then it was like pretty much, you know, he was sent as a special agent to do a mission out in Iran, you know, to blow up like their nuclear development facility and whatnot. And then there was a scene where he was like in charge of I guess the defense of the country and shit. And when they blew up the facility, one of the guys that was with the dude in charge of the defense ministry of Iran was like, we just got hit by whatever, by an agent or whatever. And then the dude was like, only the West or Israel have the capability to do this type of thing, showing you that, you know, that these movie producers know what the Lord spoke about. Because what does it say in the scriptures? That the least of the flock shall draw them out. And then they say that what? They speak about that when the, how does it call in the scriptures? The Persians? Yeah, right?
Yeah, the Persians,
Yeah,
Iran.
Iran. So like once Israel, you know, starts messing with Iran, Iran is an ally to Russia,
Yep.
you know, and to China, all these countries, man.
All the Arab nations, they ready to roll too.
That's right. So they're gonna. It's being set up perfectly, just like the Lord mentioned it in the scriptures, man.
And that's why, that's why the Iraq and Afghanistan war happened. Besides the oil and the natural resources, they were setting up different military bases within the Middle East so they could strike quick.
That's right.
They're gonna run into Iraq. They're gonna go to Afghanistan. Afghanistan is closer to Iran than it is Iraq. A lot of people don't know that. You got to pass Iraq to get to Afghanistan. Afghanistan is Elamite land, right? So they got to have those strong bases, man. These fucking ants, bro.
Got it?
What? Might have to relocate. Yeah.
Go to the sidewalk.
Yeah, let's go move. We want to relocate the camp real quick.
Yeah. Want to go on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Concrete?
People be running, so I ain't want to. I was gonna just go right there where that
Oh, okay.
that stage looking thing is. Water, bro.
This is yours.
This one?
That one. This is your water, Ariel.
Yeah, this is much better. Yeah. Yep. I know the sun beat me down on this way.
I'd rather deal with the sun than that.
Fucking ant, man. Covering my pants. Hey, just bear with us, brothers. We try to they had to relocate, set up.
Yeah, this devil, he gonna get his.
Yeah, bro.
It's coming.
That's right.
Right down the pipe.
Where was he at, brother?
Man, I always have issues with this.
That's all right. We just gotta get some new joints. Hey, brothers, y'all can hear us? Let us know if y'all can hear us on the comment board. Again, we had to move to a different location, slightly different. Hey, you see, we can move the camera back just a little bit, brother. Back.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Y'all can still hear us? Oh, good. Con, brother said you can still hear us. He said it's all good. Who was reading that, brother?
Joe
just
2.
finished. Yeah,
Joe 2, 20.
Go ahead, bro. What it say?
But I will remove far off from you the northern
Oh,
army.
no, we've done with that one. It was
Oh,
back in
okay.
the Northern Army facing the utmost sea.
Yeah, that was it. Joel 2.
Joel 2.
2:20.
220.
Can you read it again?
Joel 2:20, it says, "But I will remove far off from you the northern army. I will drive him into the land barren and desolate."
Yeah, which is, again, in Saudi Arabia. If we had our signs, we could have show you the illustration. But that's Saudi Arabia, man. And it is barren and desolate, man. Okay, go ahead.
Uh, with his face towards the east sea, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things.
That's right. So his stink, which is that death. You got the scripture where it says, can you read the scripture in Ezekiel where it says they're gonna bury the bodies and put signs next to it? Because that's the type of war that's coming. We were talking about how American military, you're not fit to go to war. Not all you Western armies. You suck, man. The Russians, they ready to roll. They're ready to fight, man. They don't have all the, the things that America has, man. You know? And right now, it's hard for Americans to get people to enlist in their military, man.
The armies of these nations, they're ready to die for their country, man, for their freedom, for whatever it is that they're fighting for in their countries, whether it's democracy or whatever.
Yep.
But you people here in America, man, you ain't ready to die for fucking America, man.
Yeah, and then
Like
look,
the brother mentioned, all of your majority of you people in the army are there for benefits, man. For a pension, for for the traveling, all that shit. But when it comes down to the real deal, man, you ain't ready to go to war and die for this country, man.
hell no. A lot of y'all just, again, like the brother's saying, it's all about the good things of this world.
That's right.
A lot of you teens, these teens, they're going, man.
They probably in the military.
Nah,
They
they
here
done,
too,
man.
They're here too long. I can tell you for a fact from having been in the military, and the brother can too, the majority of the young people that join the army today join it for two reasons. College,
Yep,
travel,
yep.
and these transformers who join today, they join because they know once they join, their operations that they get are
free.
paid for by the military.
So the benefits.
The benefits. The
Yeah, that's
benefits.
why the nigga woman joins the military.
That's right, not to
for
fight.
For the benefit. Yeah, she don't even think. In her mind, she graduated college. She got the loans paid for. She gonna do her little 4. She might do an 8. She might even be a career. In her mind, she's just thinking about a career. She not realizing that, bitch, you're gonna have to go over there. And a lot of you women, you want to be officers, so you don't have to do too much of the grunt work. But guess what? When a world war happens, man, everybody got to fight.
Everybody
Everybody got to fight, man. In Vietnam, you had lieutenants getting put to death, captains getting put to death, man. And normally you just see them, getting the best of everything. They're the first. You get on that fucking plane to go to Iraq. All the officers and the top ranking NCOs, they got first class seats and shit. We in the back and coach. You know what I'm saying? Underneath the fucking plane, scrunched up like this for 22 fucking hours. Well, guess what? That's okay, because all y'all gonna get put to death. All y'all gonna get taken down, man.
That's right.
All of y'all. Ain't gonna be like Iraq, Ain't gonna be like you over there for several years. You got Burger King and KFC, TGIF Fridays. None of that shit's gonna be. It's wartime, man.
That's
Real
right.
war, man.
That's right.
Everybody fight.
Everybody fights, man. Ain't gonna be no, I didn't sign up for this. Yes, you did.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
There was a video on YouTube. I don't know if your brother saw it or not, but this so-called black chick. She was fairly young, and she was in her car,
Yeah,
and
crying.
she was crying
Yep.
because it dawned on her. She finally realized what she was into.
Yep.
That the army. She was in the army. She had on a uniform,
Yeah.
and she was crying.
She was crying.
But long story short, she was basically saying that she wanted to get out, but she knew she couldn't get out.
No, because once you sign that contract, that's it. Only way you get out is if you get kicked out, man.
Or do like I did.
Yeah, go AWOL, but
Twice.
still, they're gonna catch you. Eventually they'll get you.
Eventually they get you, yeah.
And on top of that, you ain't gonna be able to get pregnant and get your way out of there either.
Nah, that don't
A
work.
lot of you women like to do that. You get pregnant for deployment. Well, 9 months go by quick, man.
Yeah, and that don't work no more.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Don't work no more.
If they find out you got pregnant, they'll you can get some type of court martial or something.
Yeah.
So either way, your life's over, man. So I'm telling you, man. Like when it was like last year, it might have been the year before. it was like this big war scare. Everybody was scared to go to war and shit. It's like, oh man, I'm not going. You sign me up. These bitches, these feminist bitches, talk about how they gonna be turning into kitchen wives, housewives and shit.
Yeah.
Cause they tell me I gotta go to the army. I'm in the kitchen. No, bitch, you ain't in our kitchens. Go to war, bitch. You wanted to be, you wanted to have those so-called equal rights, or you wanted to be above the men. Now you gotta go fight. Ain't no use in sitting in your car crying. You got the uniform on. You can't cry your way out of the military, man. You can't cry your way out of a deployment. And I seen women do that shit, bro. I was there, nigga. Like I got first-hand knowledge. I seen women fucking collapse from fear, man. Collapse, man. Shaking and shit, crying and shit. Bitch, you in Iraq, man. Get used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get fucking used to it. You ain't going home unless you go home in a body bag.
That's right.
Which the majority of y'all in World War III, you're going home in a fucking, you're not going home. You're not even gonna get a body bag. You're gonna get put to death. Read that precept, bro.
Is that Revelation?
It should have been in Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
The God, Haman God. It says,
Ezekiel 39 and 11.
yeah, what does it say?
It shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel.
Because you know what? That land, Slakia, that land, Haman God, that whole land is going to be ours. Saudi Arabia going to be part of our borders. So, yeah, this is in Ezekiel 39 and 12, start at 12.
Oh, yeah.
Ezekiel 39 and verse 12. It says, and 7 months shall the house of Israel be bearing of them.
Read up. So that they shall take no wood, and they shall come to pass in that day that they will give God the peace.
11.
Where's the continued employment? And they shall sever out.
14.
There you go. Yeah, start there.
This is the book of Ezekiel 39 and 14. It says, and they shall serve out men of continual employment.
That's right. So ain't gonna be no unemployment in the kingdom of heaven, man. Especially with you super elite, you going straight to work. You ain't worked in forever. You Rothschilds and Rockefellers, you ain't worked in 500 years, man. Y'all about to get hot. That's what we used to say in the army when you got to go work. Go get hot.
Well, the new word is ham, which is hot ass mess.
Yeah, that's right.
What you gonna be?
That's right, bro. Straight up. Ham, no pork, baby. You gonna get what, a hot ass mess?
Hot ass mess.
You gonna be a fucking hot ass mess out there.
You gonna be a hot ass mess.
That,
no breaks.
You better fatten up in them fucking holes that you hiding in, man, because you are going to work, bro.
That's right.
Get it.
We're gonna sever out non-stop employment. What is that? Ezekiel 39 and 14. I want to see what it says in the NLT. Hold on, Ezekiel 39 and the 14. In the NLT, it says, after 7 months, teams of men will be appointed to search the land for skeletons to bury. Because there ain't going to be no meat on them bodies. The vulture's going to get it. If it ain't a nuclear attack hit, them vultures, them different birds of prey going to eat them. Skeletons to bury so the land will be made clean again. And that's right. How can the land be cleansed but by the blood of them that shed it? And you Russians, which you're Magog, okay, you're gonna be there too. You're not gonna beat America, and America just, them Edomites that's Americans gonna get done with. No, you're gonna get dealt with too. And in the super elite, you're gonna be those teams of men. Because it ain't gonna be us. First of all, we're not gonna be unclean, touching no dead bodies, man. Okay, second of all, we don't do no more work. When Yahweh Shai come back, baby, work is over. Matter of fact, when all hell, Slocky, brother, when all hell breaks loose in America, work is over. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's time to pack up. We about to go home. So them teams of men are going to be those Edomites, man, and those other elite families from these different nations, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and they, Ezekiel 39 and 14, and they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. And you know, just like the elder brother was going into, man. You know, when this war is over, man, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna bestow that power upon, you know, the hopeful elect, man, to make you Edomites, especially the elite of Esau, man, you know, cleanse the lands, man. You know, find those bodies, because there's gonna be a bunch of debris, man. It's gonna be terrible out there, man. And there's gonna be bodies on top of bodies. So you're gonna have to search and bury those bodies, man. To cleanse the lands. You know, and that's how the kingdom of heaven is gonna start being built, man.
That's right.
By the men of the Lord with the new bodies, you know, making you heathen nations, especially you Edomites, man, clear up the land for us to reconstruct, chiefly the land of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Jerusalem, all of Israel. We mentioned, you know, the borders of our land were gonna increase, man. So that's what you Edomites are gonna be doing, and you ain't gonna have no excavators and all this shit that you have today, man. Hell no. Just like you made a Jake to fucking work for you, man.
Like we used to say in the army.
No.
Like we used to say in the army, we gonna say to these devils, all we want to see is assholes and elbows.
That's
So
right.
that means you down doing literal hard work with your hands, physical hard work, just like they made us do.
That's right.
You know?
You ain't gonna have no tools, no
tools,
shovels, nothing,
no hard
man.
hat.
You know, that's right. You're gonna have to fucking dig those graves with your fucking teeth, man. You super elite Edomites, man. You know, we always mention these, you know, top elite Edomites, man. They never worked a day in their life
Never.
for generations,
Imagine that.
man. They never touched a tool.
No
They've never
IDs.
picked up. Yeah, they never picked up man. Take King Charles for an example, man. That motherfucker don't tie his own shoes, nothing, man.
Nothing.
So you Edomites, when it's your turn to pay, you know, to drink of that cup, man, you're gonna drink it, and like the scriptures say, you're gonna have a double portion of it, man.
Yep.
The wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna be fully upon you heathen nations, but chiefly upon Esau Edom, man. If you could get the book of Salaki, I'll get it meanwhile you
And that still
turn on the incense.
doesn't equal the punishment and the cup of the Lord's anger that we went through. I mean, it's gonna equal it, and it's gonna surpass it
In righteousness.
In righteousness.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, "And I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard." And that's gonna be the beginning of your punishment, to Esau and to the heathen nations, man. But upon Esau, there's not gonna be no mercy. You know, the scriptures say, if you can find that scripture that says, "He shall show no mercy unto those that have shown no mercy."
I do.
Because you Edomites, you know, you laid the whooping stick upon our people, man, harder than any other nation. And you did all sorts of things to our people, man, that, like, if you're in your right mind, there's not even a reason to do the things that Esau did unto our people, man. You know, he will rape our men, you know, make the men of our nations, you know, have sex with their mothers, use our bodies after we were dead to make furniture. You did all sorts of things. Dashed our children onto the rocks, fed them to the dogs, to alligators.
And I saw.
So what type of punishment you think the Lord's gonna bring upon you Edomites, man? And like we're going into that cleansing of that land after the war, that's gonna be the beginning of the 1,000 long years that you're gonna have to serve that punishment.
And I saw a video on YouTube where there was a documentary, and they were saying how George Washington, the so-called first president George Washington, how his slaves who he owned, when they passed away, he took out their
teeth?
He took out their teeth.
He did it before they passed away.
Before they passed
They
away?
was pulling their fucking teeth out of it. They put them teeth. They made them dentures.
That's even worse. How
Yeah.
wicked is how wicked? We ain't gonna do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
We're just gonna take them out
At
just
least
to fucking
Yeah,
break them.
that's right, yeah.
Like,
Smack the shit out of one of them niggas all his teeth.
We ain't
I
wearing
don't
them.
remember what movie I watched where there's a scene where Edomite takes Jake and he tells him to put his mouth against the curb.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
that's
he
the
picks him.
what's it called?
Fuck.
What's it called? Something X, History X.
Yeah, bro. When I was watching that shit, I was like, my spirit was like, yo, these
Yeah,
fucking
I had to turn it off. I
Edomites,
couldn't even
bro.
watch it.
I didn't watch
I
that
watched
shit.
that in the world. I seen that shit in the world.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, these
History X.
motherfuckers,
It's called
bro.
History X. He was like
History
a
X.
he was an Edomite, racist Edomite that
God.
ended up not being racist in the end and shit.
Yeah.
After he went to prison because he
Yeah.
killed Jake, he basically broke his neck and had him biting the corner. Yeah, we gonna
That's
fuck
right.
you.
That's
We
called-
gonna bite the
fucking
curve,
yeah,
man.
bro.
That's called cruel and unusual punishment.
Well, Esau's a cruel and
There you
unusual
go.
bastard. Yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah, man. And then those are the few things that, that the Lord made public, man. How much more all the shit that Esau was doing behind closed doors, man, that nobody saw.
But the Lord.
But the Lord, yeah, that's why the scriptures say that he's going to put his anger upon us, man. Because even if we were to remember the things that happened, man, it's not enough compared to what the Lord wants to do to you heathen nations, man, especially to Esau, man. What do you think the scriptures say? For Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Can you imagine that? Yahweh Shai put the thoughts in your head of what he's seen and that righteous anger that goes with that thought. It's gonna be pretty bad for you, devil. But that's why you're called the wicked, which means anti Yahweh Shai. You know, you don't keep no laws, not even your own laws that you make. You know, all these laws they make on the books.
Yeah, the laws are for the small people, the poor people. It ain't for the super elite. It ain't for the ones that are above the law.
Obviously.
We not see in the kingdom of heaven, everybody's gonna be subject unto the law, starting with us.
That's
We're
right.
gonna have the laws within us, man. So we're not gonna break the law. So not even us are gonna be above the law. That's why, like the priest was saying, we ain't gonna do no wicked shit to y'all, like y'all did to us, man. We gonna fuck you up, but it ain't gonna be to the extent that you did to us.
Yeah, cruel and unusual.
Yeah, cruel and unusual. It's gonna be cruel, but it ain't gonna be unusual punishment. It's definitely gonna be cruel, but it's gonna be cruel and righteousness.
A
man.
righteous cruel.
A righteous cruel. So, like, what's a cruel and unusual punishment they did to Jake? Well, they would
Hanging them and burning them.
that. Yep. Well, I was gonna say, tying Jake down to 4 stakes, or having 4 Jakes hold Jake's arms and his feet and shit in his mouth. They call that shit a derby dose, man. Or tying a man to a post, bending him over while Edomite sodomizes him, or he have a Jake sodomize him. That's cruel and unusual punishment.
Like in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. And you see what happened to that Mr. Raper man. Ving Rhames got with him, man.
Got medieval
he was
on him.
Yeah, he was, and Ving Rhames was like the chief antagonist in that movie, man. I forget that nigga's name, Mr. Marcellus, man. Marcellus Wallace, man.
Yeah.
Marcellus Wallace, man.
Yeah.
He said, "What does he look like?" You know, he had killers, man. He had killers on the payroll, man. And you just grabbed him up like he was just that nigga that's still. Well, that's what you did to the Lord's people.
That's right.
Yeah, you devil's gonna get it.
What you was reading?
I was looking for James 2:13,
What's that?
which says, "For he shall have judgment without mercy, that has showed no mercy."
That's right. So, and you Edomites, you're not gonna get no mercy. You're not gonna get no mercy. Don't even look for it. You can cry all you want. You can beg all you want. No mercy is gonna be shown on you because you didn't show no mercy. You ain't show nothing to the old or young. Y'all don't know if y'all brothers saw that video of the old Israelite woman at Jake. She was videotaping her husband getting arrested, and a cop just she had cancer.
That. Oh yeah.
And the cop ended up body slamming the shit out that bitch, man. Threw it to the floor, man. You know, and all because she was videotaping. She wasn't breaking no law. She wasn't doing nothing wrong. But that Edomite, he just went straight 300 on her, man.
And his supervisor, his title wasn't supervisor, it was something else. They were interviewing him and asked him, does he think that officer did anything wrong? And he said no.
Yeah, that's how they feel.
That's how they feel.
That's how they feel. When they do something to our people, they ain't doing nothing wrong. But wait a minute, where in the United States law, where it says that you got to body slam somebody for taking a video of you,
A
man?
woman. a so-called black woman or any woman.
You know, in this world, a woman is supposedly untouchable. You're not allowed to beat on a woman. You're not allowed to put your hands on her. If you put your hands on her, that's like you committing a cardinal sin in this motherfucker, man.
If you black, if she's so-called black woman, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Open season.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be open season on Jake. But again, you didn't show no mercy, so you ain't gonna get no mercy.
That's right.
And the scripture says, get Revelation 18, double unto her. What you got?
What was it?
Yeah, we was talking about the war.
Oh yeah, kind. So the continual improvement. So we were talking about how, you know, that's the beginning of their punishment, man, and it's gonna start with no mercy and end with no mercy.
That's right. Day one, every day in the kingdom of heaven for you Edomites gonna feel like day zero. I am not even gonna say day one. Day zero, because day zero there's gonna be no hands. All bets are off. No more gloves, man.
That's right.
No more talking. Brothers ain't gonna be posted. We ain't gonna have to set up camp and talk to y'all. Ain't no more talking, man. It's ass whooping time, man.
And it's gonna get worse day by day, man. Because you know, as
minute by minute, day by day.
as we start using those new bodies and, you know, learning about how to manipulate elements and meditating those terrors, man. Each day, brothers is gonna come up with new things on how to, you know, punish you Edomites,
Our
man, and
heart shall
torment you.
meditate terror.
That's right.
This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 6. I'll start at verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
And this is speaking about, you know, Babylon the Great, man. And all Edomites are gonna pay, but chiefly, you know, those of you that came to the Americas and became great out of America, man, you're the ones that oppressed our people the most, man. You know, the brother was talking about George Washington, but all those people that came to the Americas out of Edom, man, you gotta pay. You got a lot to pay for, man. You know, now you're the so-called CEOs of all these Fortune 500 companies that are destroying our people, man, destroying the places where we live, that are in these seats of power, passing these legislations against our people, man. All of you are gonna pay dearly, man. And the scripture says that your sins have reached unto heaven, man.
That's right.
Because you know, Salakia, you know, in the history of you know, our people being captives, yeah, you know, these nations did, you know, unlawful things to us and things that were not right. But when we got here to America, man, Esau just did everything and anything, man, without, you know, thinking, without how do you call it?
Consequences?
No, when you don't think of
Premeditated.
when you don't think of the consequences, without remorse, without just, you know, just like, these motherfuckers are nothing. Yeah, impunity,
they were
man.
moving around with impunity.
That's right.
They couldn't be punished.
That's right.
So they thought.
God, but the Yahweh Shem Yahushai got something in store for you, man.
That's right.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Yep.
And double unto her double according to her works.
Yeah, so you're gonna get double. You're gonna get double the judgment. We got double, but we got it in measure. You're not gonna get dealt with in measure, Esau. It's just gonna get progressively worse every day, every second, every hour, every minute. It's gonna be progressively worse for you, man.
That's right.
Your sins have reached unto heaven, man. It's the Most High. He has it. Again, the Most High ain't sitting in the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Shem Shai, not sitting in the heavens watching Martin, man, laughing at HBO shows. Fuck them. They see what's going on in this earth as it goes, and in real time, man. The stuff that can be seen and the stuff that's not seen.
That's right.
The Lord eyes is beholding all of this, man, and He can't wait to come back down here and get busy, man. You know, as He see us in captivity, day after day, being oppressed in every manner. Nah, man, the Lord He ready to get busy, man. He ready to get it on. You know, and when Yahweh Shai come, ain't nobody gonna hold Him back. Nobody's gonna stop Him. He's gonna be unstoppable and unmerciful to those that have been unmerciful to His people, man. Rakatah. Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's gonna get wild out here, man. Right. You're not gonna be able to fight against that power, man. And that's what you've been trying to hold off, man. You use all these clandestine organizations to try to trick the minds of the people. I don't know if your brothers saw that big ass orb in Las Vegas that they got.
Oh, yeah,
More
yeah.
trickery and skullduggery. But that ain't enough, man. You could fool these simple ass people, man, but you can't fool Yahweh Shem Shai. You can hide and you can tell people, oh, just forget about it. But the most Yahweh Shem Shai will never forget, man. Since day one, since you Edomites were created as Cain, you know, you've been on the chopping block even before that.
Right.
Before the earth was ever formed, it was said that you were going to be the chief antagonist, the wicked,
That's right.
and what the Lord was going to do with you, man. And he showed Moses all of that, man. So that it was already predestinated for you to be the man that you are, the son of perdition. You got something?
Yeah, I was looking at Job 12, Job 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So you're being deceived by Yahweh Shem Shai, by the one who you trying to be like. But you're just set up by
That's right.
Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah, because,
You know?
Esau be worshiping these, these spirits on the left-hand side, man. And they really have him believing that he's going to get away with all these things, that his NWO is going to come to pass, and that he's just going to reign forevermore in this wicked utopia that he thinks he's going to establish, man. But Yahweh Shem Shai set bounds for you, man. The scriptures say, that the Lord has created everything, even the wicked, for the day of judgment, roughly paraphrased,
Destruction.
That's right. And you Edomites, man, the reason why you Edomites exist was to show his people, Israel, what not to be, man.
Yep.
And it had to the Lord had to let it play out to these extents, and even worse, because what's coming is gonna be even worse than what we live now. But it's for what? So that we could behold that wickedness and know, like, damn, like, this is what going astray from the Lord gives us, man. A fucking world full of confusion and wickedness and defilement, But we know that Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna bring an end to that stuff, man. But you Edomites, man, you really believe that the Lord's not gonna do nothing, man. And like the brother, brought out, the deceive and the deceivers are the Lord's, man.
Okay, you got
I had this real quick one in Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 22. It says, therefore, whereas thou dost chastises, thou scourges our enemies 1,000 times more.
1,000 times more. Yep, right.
To the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy.
Yeah, so when we ourselves are judged, we look for mercy from Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, but the Lord, and that's telling, because the scripture says that the Lord scored his enemies 1,000 times more, but he chastised us little by little. You know what I mean? He don't put it all on us at once. When it's time, when you nations get put into captivity, you're gonna get judged all at once, man. Especially you Edomites. You Edomites don't mercy shouldn't even be a word in your vocabulary. Was it kasadia? It's not gonna be in your vocabulary. Them other nations may get a little bit because they're gonna be here. But you Edomites, man, you're not getting no mercy. Go ahead.
That's right. Oh, that wasn't on that one.
All right,
Oh,
man.
you had
Yeah,
something,
the 2 Corinthians chapter 2. You got it?
No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, 2 Corinthians chapter 2
Break
and
it
verse
down.
11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yep.
And how are we not ignorant of his devices? Because Yahweh Shem Shai reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets. That's what it tells us in the book of Amos. The NLT version says, so that Satan will not outsmart us.
No, he's not gonna outsmart us.
You
man.
can't outsmart us.
Nope.
Because our power is going to let us know what's going on.
Yep.
And the latter part says, for we are familiar with his evil schemes.
Yeah, so we familiar with Esau's evil schemes. You see it. You see what's going on. But
That's right.
2/3 of our people, they're not familiar with the schemes. They're proud against. They're proud with Esau. You know, his schemes catch them every time, man. They fall right into that. Well, what happened in 2020 with the Jews? That was an evil scheme, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we were warned by our apostles,
That's right.
and elders, and brothers on down,
That's right.
because the Lord put it on their minds and their hearts to see what was actually happening.
That's
And
right.
it was all a ruse, man. And now you see what's happening after that. 3 years later, people are losing their shit, man.
Yep.
3 years later, and what happened? as big as the 19 was, where did it go?
That's right.
Where did it go? Because now it's like well, Fauci said it was going to eventually be like the common code. Now it's like you can't even call out of work if you got the 19. You would think that people be calling out all the time because they got it, but no, motherfuckers, that shit. Where's it at? It was running rampant, just destroying people.
Yep. So they say.
It got destroyed by Lysol.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
you got the like the cleaners and shit.
Yeah.
That says kills 99% of bacteria, including the vid virus.
Oh, that's crazy.
This is some bullshit,
It
bro.
was
Like
all a
what
marketing
the fuck?
scheme.
Yeah.
Even people in people in South America actually believe that Americans were drinking soap to stop the vid because they was. Remember Trump said drink bleach or something like that.
Yeah.
Trump said drink bleach. So overseas, like in Colombia, women actually think that these because they were asking these women what do they think about Americans. She said, oh, they're cool, but they're stupid too because they drink bleach to stop the 19.
Damn.
I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? I ain't drinking no bleach, but
no.
that's what they believe, man.
People were spraying Lysol in their mouth and
Yeah,
everything, bro.
bugging out,
Like,
yeah.
damn,
Yeah, I remember-
these motherfuckers through.
I remember they had showed a video of a Jake woman dropping her son off at school, and she got plastic bags on and shit, spraying her kid. Yeah, people before their kids go to school or get in their car, they spray them with fucking Lysol,
Yeah.
man. Just like weird shit, man. You people are fucking bugged out, man. But that's because you weren't privy to Satan's devices, man. Which we
right.
know that's all a scheme.
And no faith. You were
Yeah.
looking at faithless people.
Yeah, that's
You know,
exactly what you said.
no faith in any power, let alone Yahweh outside.
Man, we was out there. I remember that shit. It was like yesterday. It's crazy. That's over 3 years ago,
Yeah,
bro.
we was in Waikiki, right?
Yeah, we was all out there. It was
like
nobody.
this.
It was
like
nobody.
this.
Yeah. It was just like this, bro. We was all three of us out there like, man, yo, this shit is crazy, bro. And we look at it. It's the same. It's fucking crazy. And you would have never thought that shit happened 3 years ago because people are back to the same bullshit that they on, man.
Back to just like 9/11.
Yeah.
They was they was shaking for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then went right back to their wickedness.
Right back to the regular, man.
Yeah.
That's right. And then what does Esau do after each, event like that, man? He brings out more oppression, man.
Yeah. I forget what they call it, but it's like a multi-layer of what do they call that shit? It was like a multi-layer of the WEF called it something. It's basically like a multi-layered tiered system of events that happen, like just like destructive events that have happened. Because it's gonna be another one.
It's gonna be another.
It's gonna be another one, but this one ain't gonna be like the last one. The last one they just turned. Well, Bill Gates told you that.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, Bill Gates said that. He said he laughed when he said it. He said, "Oh, people gonna take the next one serious." He was laughing.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're lesser luminaries, so they already know what's coming down the pipeline. That's why now you see a lot of these actresses and actors and entertainers trying to sell their properties in LA. A lot of them movie stars, something's going to happen either in California or in Los Angeles, particularly, that them people are trying to get out of there, man. That nigga, French Montana, trying to sell his house. It's a lot of these people houses is on the market. Jennifer Lopez, a whole bunch of people shit. I'm talking about they got $40 million properties or $28 million properties, and nobody wants to invest over there because California is going to shit anyway. So it's a lot. There's a lot of shit going on that a lot of people don't know about. And what they're trying to do, they're trying to divest their investments so they can leave. See, they can't leave if they got some shit tying them here, and they don't want it to go into foreclosure. So they're trying to sell it to the next idiot. But this place is about to be destroyed. Anybody that's invested in America, you're stupid, man.
Jake talking about generational wealth.
You ain't gonna get no fucking
Nigga,
generational.
please.
You still under generational curses, nigga. Everybody talking, we breaking curses around here. No, you're
Ain't
not.
that something?
You
I
ain't break-
laugh
yeah,
every time I see
you
that
niggas
shit.
ain't breaking no generational curses. You still underneath for this devil. You still at the lowest level of society. You still last and not first. Okay?
That's right.
Your houses are still fucked up. Okay? Men and women are at fucking odds with each other, especially the people that's on this sign here, man. So bad,
right.
Jake has got it. Well, we don't deal with the N-dub anyway, but still, it's so bad that you gotta go down South America to find you a nice woman, a decent woman, man. And even then, you gotta watch yourself, man.
That's right.
Shit is real out here, man. People are trying to get out of this place, man. But you got niggas, they want to stay here, but that's okay. You stay. The Lord put that spirit of delusion on you that you should believe a lie, man.
That's right.
You got something.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. It says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
And that's why you Jakes get into all these different philosophies and religions, because they allow you to add sin upon sin.
Yeah.
You don't want to come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua because your sins are going to be shown, and you're going to have to stop that shit. You can't. There's no room to continue in that mindset and that death style. You call it lifestyle.
That's right.
You have to stop it. But you can be a Muslim and continue to commit idolatry. You can be a Christian and continue to commit idolatry. You can be a homosexual. You can be a demon. You can be a thief, a robber, a murderer, and all you got to do is give the pastor some money, or walk around a rock 7 times, and you're good. So you woe to you, meaning destruction to you. Go ahead.
Verse 2: that walked to go down into Egypt, and had not asked at my mouth.
And America is modern day, spiritually Slacky. America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And you got a lot of Jake that trust in this place. You got Jake that there's no greater place on the earth than this place, man.
They love this place.
Yep, right. They love it. They'll die for it, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Yeah, you Jakes, you get all into that Republican and Democratic spirit, you know, thinking that the strength of Pharaoh, which the modern day Pharaoh is Esau, Edom, is gonna benefit you. You got Trump going to Philadelphia buying cheesesteaks and niggas losing their fucking mind because an Edomite bought a cheesesteak.
Wow.
You know, you got niggas going crazy for Hillary Clinton and crying like it's the second coming of the Lord. You know, mainly the black woman said when she told Trump, when you was in office, I had money in my 401k. Trump ain't had nothing to do with that shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like you put that spirit on, and you put that trust in the Pharaoh, man. Go ahead.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
This America is the shadow of Egypt. What does it say in the NLT?
It says, for without consulting me, you have gone down to Egypt for help. You have put your trust in Pharaoh's protection.
Yeah.
You have tried to hide in his shade.
Yeah, that's what you Jakes are doing. You did it in the ancient world, and you're doing it now in this Egypt. You trying to hide in Esau's shadow. Okay? You put that American veneer on. Nobody's more American than these people on this sign here, man. You Jakes, you get all into it, and America hates you, man.
Right.
The real Americans, they don't look at you as Americans, man. You're posers, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yep. The trust of the shadow of Egypt is going to be your confusion, what's going to lead to your destruction, because you trusted in this place and it didn't benefit you. You're going to be like, wait a minute. I remember some years ago when Trump was in office, and what's this nigga name? Oh, yeah, Trump was in office. Something happened in Puerto Rico, man. And you had these two Ephraimite women begging Trump to have a heart, man. And that nigga started throwing paper towels at you niggas,
Yeah,
man.
I remember that.
He threw paper towels at you niggas, man. Like, come on, bro.
In the NLT it says, but by trusting Pharaoh, you will be humiliated.
You will be humiliated. And you are. You're going to be humiliated in the sight of the elect, man. Like, look at this nigga, man. That nigga, like, remember when Trump was in office, all them Jakes that, they put y'all niggas in the hallway, had y'all niggas jumping up and down, screaming and hollering for Trump with the red hats on and shit. Kept Kanye West bowing down to this nigga, man. Steve Harvey, you know. All you niggas, man. You're going to be humiliated, go ahead.
And by depending on him, you will be disgraced.
Yep, by depending on him, you're going to be disgraced, especially when that MOT is instituted. The MOTB is going to be instituted during a time of mass and great hardship in this country, man. And you people, we telling you who you should truly depend on, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But you don't want that. You don't want to, okay, you're going to depend on Esau? That's going to be to your shame and your detriment, man.
That's right. Got a quick precept?
Go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17. I'm going to read the NLT version. Jeremiah 17, verse 5. This is what the Lord Yahweh says. Cursed are those who put their trust in mere humans.
Yeah, that's right.
Who rely on human strength and turn their hearts away from Yahweh.
And that's what you Jakes are doing. You're relying on human strength instead of turning your mind unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because no man can save us out of this situation.
No man.
Only one that can save us is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's literally, that's it. It's not
That's
even,
it.
I wouldn't even say literally. That is just
That's
it.
it.
And there's no way out. You know,
One
when this
way
shit,
out.
when it, yeah, that's right. When the only way out is up. Through
right.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man.
The one who's bringing it is
Yep.
the only one who can help us.
That's it, man. That's it. Esau can't do that. Esau
do
is just
that.
a man.
That's right.
It don't matter what he do, but just like he did that juice, he said he could help you get back to work and get back to your regular lives, doing the shit that you always did, and all y'all went out and took it. Well, when all hell breaks loose and this place is in a great peril, they're going to tell you to get that the MOTB, and the vast majority of you are going to take it, and you're going to be destroyed
That's right.
because you trusted this man. How can you trust a man that over and over and over showed you that he can't be trusted? He hates you.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I got a quick one. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5.
Yep.
Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart.
Yeah.
And we know your heart is your mind.
Right.
And lean not unto thine own understanding. And verse 6 says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So only those who put their trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, call on the name Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is going to be saved.
And acknowledge him.
And acknowledge him.
Because these people not acknowledging the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You're acknowledging yourselves. Everybody's so fucking self-absorbed.
Yeah.
You know, like you did this, you created this. You women, you're self-absorbed with yourselves. You think you're the finest thing since sliced bread because you can put crap on your face and wrap your waist up, huh?
And deceive people.
And deceive people.
On Instagram.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You men, you out here, you deceiving yourself by thinking that the more money you get, the more freedom in this world you're gonna have. And that's not true.
That's right.
That's not true at all. All you jakes, all you 2/3 niggas and niggas out there, you're
That's right.
deceiving yourselves, man. Because in the end, none of that's gonna save you. Okay, none of that's gonna deliver you from the wrath of your Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He's gonna put that wrath on your ass by Esau Edom, man.
That's right. Like he's been doing.
This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And you know, we, the hopeful elect, we putting all our trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but you, 2/3 of our people, man, you putting your trust in the enemy, man.
That's right.
And putting that trust in the enemy is gonna get you destroyed, cause like, you know, we're talking about how Esau tries to put this facade of helping humanity and you know, being for the people and shit. Esau never wants the best for our people. He wants the best for him. You know, control, power. You know, the scriptures say there is nothing more wicked than a covetous man, and Esau is the most covetous man. This man wants to have control over your soul, man. You know, so
Everything
what good do you think he's gonna bring towards you, Jakes, man? If he hates you, the scriptures tells us that Esau got a perpetual hatred for Jake, man.
Yeah.
So what kind of good do you think he's gonna bring upon you if you adhere and pledge allegiance to this devils, man? Nothing, man.
Yeah, just like that juice didn't do you no good.
Hell yeah.
Made a lot of people
Sick.
Yep, fucked up.
Die.
Man.
Dead.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did, man. Real talk, man.
Hey, I was telling a brother about this old dude on my job. He might have been a Jake. He came up to me one day, and I was telling the brother how he came up to me out of the blue and said, hey, this job is lucky to have you, blah, blah, blah. But every time a shot was presented, he took it. The fourth shot he took, about 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, he died. Straight out of the blue.
He gone.
Just dropped dead.
That's
You know? And he was one of those ones that believed that every time he took a shot, it was gonna keep him healthy.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Cause this dude worked 25 years, never missed a day.
Man,
Never missed a day, was never late or nothing. Took them shots in the spirit world now.
yeah,
You know?
Danny in his right mind.
Mm-hmm.
But see how you had to get there, man? Trusting in the shadow of Egypt.
That's right.
Go ahead, finish that off.
That's pretty much it.
They're ashamed of the people that could not profit.
Oh, that's Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah 35.
Back in Isaiah 30 and verse 5, it says, they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be in help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach.
That's right, man. You're gonna be ashamed because these people can't profit us, but they only gonna be they can't help us. They can't profit us.
And in the NLT it says, all who trust in him will be ashamed. He will not help you. Instead, he will disgrace you.
And that's what Esau is doing. That's exactly what he's doing. And that's exactly what he plans on doing.
Yep.
That's why these nations was moving, have moved. We already what? We already in the CBDC era. This month they started Fed now. Ain't nobody say nothing. Ain't hearing nothing about it. Ain't talking about it. But it's happening as we speak. And then that's going to roll. It's a test to make sure these payments can come in smooth, man.
Gradually.
Yep. And ultimately it's going to be set up to the point where it's going to be a chip involved. A social credit score is going to be involved. And you niggas ain't going to be able to take nothing off of your social credit score like you can do this time. And this thing. You got niggas be like, oh, we can take negatives off your report. Okay, we'll see. Or we can take the negatives off your report and blah, 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 and you'll be good. No, when the social credit score system is set up here in America like it is in China, you ain't going to be able to do shit. You ain't going to be able to move. And if you're a jake, your shit's going to be jacked up from the jump. So now you got to work extra hard to be a coon for Esau, man. Nah, bro, fuck that. And then it's going to go to that biometrics, which is ultimately the MOTB, the chip. And it's all going to be combined together, the whole system. And they use money in this system to rule people. You know, they use wage slavery to rule over people, because that's what you are in. When you got a wage, when you get a wage, like you get a set wage, $14 an hour. That's as much as you going to get. When you do the math on $14 an hour for a whole year, that's all you can expect. So you got to keep going to work just to get that slave wage, man. And they can control whether it goes up or whether it decreases, man.
That's right. And if you get a tip from somebody, they're gonna charge you like an extra 15% for self-employment or some shit like that. And it's all gonna be digital. Like that devil Edomite bitch was saying, you know, it's gonna be a perfect ledger, man.
Oh yeah,
you know, because you were mentioning how, you know, Jake said that they could get a negative remark of your credit report and shit. The reason that they do it is because they could find like loopholes that the automatic payment failed or some bullshit that gives, you know, that person the benefit of the doubt. But with this new ledger system, man, everything's gonna be recorded, man. So there's no fucking escaping nothing, man. Esau's gonna have control over everything you do, how you buy things, how you pay. So you're fucking done.
All they call it.
Yeah,
that's right.
So-called big brother.
So-called big brother.
I had this in Ecclesiasticus 13 and verse 4. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it.
Yeah, so he said he's not gonna be sorry for it. He gonna have you fucked up out here, and he's just gonna be like whatever. And you see that happen all the time with these entertainers, man. When them motherfuckers is no more useful for influencing people, man, Esau do away with them. Now they in bankruptcy. They niggas scratching and surviving. They got to perform 365 days a year just to get a check. You know, they used to have stadiums. Now these niggas is doing small venues and clubs. Okay, they used to have stardom. Now they have nothing. That's why they every so often they do a little bit more to try to get a little bit more, man. You know. But ultimately, when Esau is done with you, he ain't gonna have no use for you, especially in a new system. That's why he gives you motherfuckers stacks and stacks of money, millions of dollars, even $1 billion. He'll have you niggas thinking that, look, I'm part of the in crowd because I'm a billionaire now. Well, if you was a billionaire, you'd be like these Edomites. These Edomites, these real billionaires, man, they don't do shit. First of all, you don't even know them. How about that? That's the first thing. They could walk by you right now, and nobody would know that this motherfucker was worth tens of billions of dollars. So you niggas, you get a little bit of money, you just gotta show off, man. Yeah,
social media.
Social media. You got 1,000 security niggas around you and shit. You looking hella conspicuous. Not even inconspicuous. You looking conspicuous. So niggas know who you are, man.
That's right.
You know, you hang around. You supposedly got all this wealth and money, but you hang around all these low-level people, man. And then when Esau want to call you out to a party or something, you niggas show up, hands and fists. Like that's how I know that nigga Jay-Z ain't worth shit, man. Because he was at this party, this Edomite party, I forget his name. He used to be the owner of the Sixers and shit, the Philadelphia 76ers. And the nigga, he throws a white party every year and shit. So everybody dresses up in white. All these super thug niggas, these niggas that you can't. There's one since she did a video against the nigga Lil Baby. She's like, here it is, this nigga. When he go around his own people, you can't even get near this nigga. But he's all up on the pictures, getting hugged up on by some Edomite billionaire, man, who look like a fucking cokehead, man. Talking about some, man, in order to get rich, man, you gotta surround yourself with people, man. Well, what kind of people do you have to surround yourself with? Wicked people, man. Particularly Edomites, man, who can influence your pockets, man. These niggas claim to be the hardest niggas out. That nigga Jay-Z, he go to all them parties when they call his ass, man.
I thought Pat Croce?
No, not Pat Croce.
Not Pat Croce?
No, his name is like Michael something.
Oh.
Michael or Mark something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a young billionaire. Now the nigga worth like $11 billion, man. So this nigga worth $11 billion. He made everybody at that party's wealth pale in comparison to his. That's why he can call them niggas. He's all hanging over Lil Baby like this and shit. Man, this nigga's super thug. Mr. 4PF. Mr. 4PF, man. Mr. I'll get you shot. I'll get you killed. So you do all of that shit, but you won't do it to Esau, man. Esau slap these fucking clothes on you and make you look like the most feminine nigga in the world, man. And you will accept it, man. Again, when he ain't got no use for you, your ass is gonna be right out, man. Them numbers that you got, they're gonna change, man. Soon as you fuck up, soon as you do something that they don't like, soon as you don't hit the note quite right, guess what? All that shit's gonna change, man. And there's nothing in Esau. He's moving on to the next, man.
Right.
Ex Kanye.
Yeah, look at that nigga, man.
Experienced
He used to
that
be
shit.
at all them parties, man. And now this nigga, he's just weird, walking around being a fucking drone.
Just weird.
Just super fucking weird and fagged out, man.
Wearing shoulder pads and
Yeah,
shit.
this a weirdo nigga, man. Who want a nigga like that around you, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, man. That nigga couldn't be around us, man.
This nigga wearing shoulder
Yeah,
pads.
niggas wearing shoulder pads and tights. Like this nigga's a football player, man. This nigga walking around in a modified football uniform, man.
Stick to music.
Yeah, stick to the fucking music, because your fashion skills suck, man.
Suck.
You put too much on, and you're weird looking and
Weird
shit.
as shit.
And you trying to get niggas into that shit. Got niggas walking around in karate shoes, look like socks.
Niggas ain't
and
even
tights
fucking with
and
them.
shirts with fucking. You trying to make that a style, man? It's some nigga. But I
Shit
guarantee
is
you,
weird,
it's
bro.
some nigga right now
yeah.
in this world
Rocking
dressing that shit. Just
yeah.
like this
Oh,
nigga,
yeah.
man.
There's always
Because
a
he's an
handful.
influencer.
There's
Just
always
like
a
just
handful.
like that bitch Kim K, man. There it is. This bitch is a glorified porn actress, man. That's all she is,
That's
man.
all she is.
That's all she could ever be. She's
No
not
skills.
She's no skills at all, man.
None.
I'm going to school to be a lawyer to help free people. No, you're not, bitch. You just trying to make yourself seem smart, and you're dumb.
She running out of tricks.
You running out of tricks, man. There's only so much a hoe can do, man. Bitch, you
That's
like
right.
almost 50 now, man.
That's right.
Ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody. You
Yeah.
got it.
Because if she had any talent, they would at least made some attempts to put her on a movie. A
Yeah.
B movie, C movie,
Something.
something.
They put in a P movie. A
Yeah.
couple of them joints.
Yeah, a P movie.
You know, and it's crazy because
Ooh, man.
she's an influencer. That's her
Yeah,
power.
yeah.
She's an influencer. That's all she is.
Yeah.
What does she influence? She influenced people to do things.
Kind.
And a lot of these
Yeah.
these celebrities, they're gonna influence you to take that shit. Give me Revelation 13 and 16.
That's right.
Give me Revelation 14 and 9.
That was Revelation, what's again?
13 and 16.
Revelation 13 and 16. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth, Slakia, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond,
Yep.
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
It said rich and poor.
Rich and poor.
So it don't matter if you a Jake that's walking up and down the street with nothing. It don't matter if you a Jake or whatever person with a
That's
whole
right.
bunch of something, man.
That's right.
You're gonna be caused to take that shit. And they're gonna promise you some bullshit. But Esau, you can't trust this man. Once you take that chip and then you done influence other people to do it, man, ain't no reward behind that. You're gonna be right in the food line like everybody else, man.
That's right.
You ain't gonna have access to all those resources, man. That's why it don't make no sense of a nigga that got the money right now. Why you even still in this country? But it don't matter, because wherever you go, the system is going to be set up. So you're going to have to, if you go to Brazil, if you go to China, if you go to Japan, if you go to fucking New England, not New England, if you go to England or the UK, you're going to have to get that chip.
That's right.
You're going to have that. Your life is going to be on a fucking ledger. Everything.
That's right.
Okay? It's going to be uploaded in their system. So he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, what?
free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand,
which is a charagma, a charax, okay, an incision, and it's going to be that grain of rice chip. Like Aaron Russo said, he said the ultimate goal of the bakers is to get everybody chip. Some people chips going to say KIM or KMA, kiss my ass. Others are going to say, hey, he can't go that far. No. Some people are going to say yes. And if you dissent against the system, hey, all they got to do is hit a button, and now your shit don't work.
That's right.
Your chip don't work. Now, and they're not going to turn it back on. It ain't going to be like, oh, he had enough punishment, let him back on. No, they're going to starve you out. Now you're gonna be fucking full of him. Why? Because you trusted in this devil instead of trusting in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right.
Again, this is what the apostles, the bishop elders, and all his brothers down from on down, which we're teaching you to lean towards Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You don't have to take no fucking chip. If you got the Thawah, okay, that spiritual mark on your head, which is really a pardon, which is the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you ain't got to worry about that, man. That's for 2/3, man. That's for them niggas that's in this world and that trust in this world. Go ahead.
It says, in their right hand or in their foreheads, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell.
That no man. So it didn't say some. It says that no man might buy or sell. That's a key component of the MOTB. Is that buying and selling. It ain't no fucking embargo. It ain't no rich nations and poor nations. It's not using sin to buy. No, it's the chip is the mark of the beast.
That's right.
Is a chip that's used for you to buy and sell in this system, man. Okay, because fiat currency gonna be done away with. What's up, man? Fiat currency gonna be done away with. Okay, which is fiat currency? These dollars, these digital, these current digital footprints that you use with your credit card with a chip in it. That shit's gonna be done away with, man. That's why when you go to a lot of these places now, they say they're cashless, or you go to a lot of these places now, they got that form of payment where you could just move, swipe your phone or swipe your card. It's gonna be your hand, and then it's gonna be a highly restricted system. It's gonna be a regulated rationing system, man. That's all it is. Klaus Schwab said you would have nothing and be happy about it, man. That's why they're trying to get people used to living in these small places. So a bitch living in a fucking box. Talking about, I live in a tiny house. This is all I need. I'm good with this. You know, fuck that, man. Fuck a tiny house, man. We grew up. All three of us grew up in fucking tiny houses called the projects,
Well,
or the fucking favelas or some shit, man. I ain't trying to live in that shit. Wow, Edomite who ain't did shit but wickedness his whole fucking life, living in a house bigger than the fucking island of Oahu, man. No, man. No.
We're going to wait on the Lord.
Yeah, we wait on Yahweh Bashem. That's a better promise, man. I'm good, man. If I gotta die, fuck it, man. It's better than being here.
Yep.
I saw this video yesterday. I had saved it. I might have saw it today. This Jake said he died and he had a spiritual out-of-body experience, man. He said, man, it felt beautiful, man. He said he could see everything that was happening in real time. He said that his thoughts were pure and clear, man. Anything he had a question about, he would just get the answers would just flow to him, man. And he said it felt like love, man. He said it felt like love. He said I felt like I belong with these people, man. Because he's an Israelite, man.
That's right.
Edomite don't feel that way. Edomite feel like, oh, they ain't my people. I'm going to the left side, man. You know.
That's right.
But Jake, you know what I mean? Listen, bro. The scriptures teach us not to fear the judgment that come over all flesh, man. Why are thou against the Lord's will, man? And we ain't living anyway.
We ain't living anyway.
Fuck no, man. No matter
what?
how much selling you out you can do, you're not gonna live, man. You know who's living right now? Them fucking Rothschilds, man. Them Oppenheimers, man.
That's right.
Them super elite banking families. That's living, man. They don't pay no bills. They ain't got no they don't wait on nothing. Wherever they want, they get the best of everything. Lands, cattle, food, water, air. You know what I'm saying? They got carte blanche around the world. Wherever they want to go, they can go, man. Even their children can do that, man.
And that's the best for them.
Yeah,
we have the best coming for us.
Yeah, which is going to be 1 billion times better than that. Maybe I'm not even going to put a number on it. It's going to be 144 trillion billion quadrillion times. Priceless, man. Better than what they fucking got. And we're going to be able to go out to different planets. But going back to this MOTB.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yep, here is wisdom.
Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
which is 666, and that's Esau's number. It's embedded in this whole system. Starting off with the UPC code, it's embedded in there. What you think is not going to be embedded in the C hip? It is. And you're going to have, everybody going to have an individual number,
Yeah.
including with the 666 within it. And that's this man's number. Go ahead. But it's a judgment if you take that, thinking it's going to help you to buy and sell in this system. I need to eat. My kids need to eat. I ain't got no weight. I ain't got no hope. You're going to be calling on Jesus, and Jesus ain't going to show up like he never do for you niggas, man. Go ahead.
Like the scriptures say, he that saveth his life, he that, that's,
Yeah, he that saveth his life in this world shall lose it.
But he that loseth his life for my name's sake
Shall find it.
find it. So this is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his right hand, so like in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Yeah, Christians say that that's hell. No. That's the nuclear missiles.
That's
You're
right.
gonna be in presence. You're gonna be in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahweh, the holy angels, okay, which are the angels as well as the elect. Because the scripture says we're going with our own eyes. Are we going to see the reward of the wicked, man? We're going to be looking down out of a chariot, whether it might be the floor.
The glass.
Yeah, the glass floor, man. Like it's a transparent glass, man. And we're going to see the fire. We're going to hear the screams, all of that. Because remember, we're going to get them new bodies. Everything going to be supersonic with us. We're going to have supervision. We can see a nigga that was just a nigga the whole time, man. You're going to see Jay-Z in them fucking braids burning the fuck up.
See all you scoffers.
Yeah, all you scoffers, whoever, man, you're going to be tormented in the presence of the Lord for taking that shit. Because when you take that shit, that means you worship this system. You worship Esau as your God. You didn't hear nothing that the Lord was saying to you the whole time through the prophets. So guess what? You're going to fucking die. A horrible and a grievous death. That was it on that?
Verse 11, it says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name.
Who worship the beast and his image. So you worship this system. You worship that chip. That chip, you used it. You bow down. Okay? Which is really the Lord's chip, because he don't want all you niggas, man.
Right.
And so with that, we're going to give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
We give double honor to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching his word and truth and sincerity, and salutations to our fellow Akim. Keep pushing, keep striving. We're almost out of here. Hey, Lord willing, next week we'll see you.
Lord willing.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.